This is your daily market review for Tuesday, September 19th, 2023. Let's go. Hey everyone, this is my channel to help investors and traders develop a probability-based mindset to succeed. Also try and keep friends informed of what's going on in the markets and the economy, and also a little real estate content as well. This is Dan Max, eXp Realty, aka the Trading Agent. This is your daily market review, Tuesday, September 19th, 2023. Hopefully you're having a great day. Hopefully you remembered that we talked about there might be a rug pull and then a little bit of volatility, but chop the Monday and Tuesday before the FOMC meeting. Well, you got it. If you're trading around your positions, trading the extremes, you probably played some up, you played some down, you followed some trades, you're hitting some singles, doubles, maybe you hit a home run somewhere, I don't know, depending on how much leverage, what you're doing. But either way, it should be, so far, a good Monday and Tuesday. Let's keep the momentum rolling. Let's see what to expect coming forward. FOMC day tomorrow, 2 o'clock. The announcement, going nowhere at 2:30. They'll talk. The talk is where you get some volatility. Be prepared for up and down. If you have options and you want to sell them into the volatility, great idea. Because again, you're going to get some crazy action and up and down. Just be prepared. And first direction is typically the trap. I personally have mixed feelings about what I think could happen. I think we get blown out or we could rally, which is crazy to think like that the extreme is that much. With the VIX this low, we could rally up. The market could or get smoked and the VIX rally, or I could see a little trap of both. Either way. Either way, just be safe. If you're new to the channel, join the Discord room. Links in the description below. If you're listening on the YouTubes, please hit the notification bell so that you know when I'm going live. You will literally get in there and it'll pop it up. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Again, I appreciate all the love, support, the generous donation. Some of you guys, especially Danny today, he gave a donation. I appreciate it, man. Like, again, hopefully your tuition bill and it's paying for itself, because in trading, you don't know what you don't know. You can't read a book on this stuff. You have to live it. It's like learning how to be an amazing guide of some sort, you know, or a pilot. I mean, you can read the book, but you gotta get in the air. You gotta get on the ground. You gotta do this stuff. A lot of people haven't lived through the markets for 20 plus years. Follow on Twitter, dropping tons of trades, as y'all know, blah, blah, blah. If you're new to the website, thetradingagent.com, back to basics. I'm telling you guys, if you're not moving any money out of Schwab and some of these brokerages, please look at Interactive Brokers. Use this link below, referral. I will drop it in the chat. It's well worth it because I have money in Schwab, and what am I doing? I'm not waiting for the shitstorm to hit. I'm going to move it out now. And we all know Schwab has issues, and there's plenty of companies that are going to have issues. I love Schwab's setup too, but I don't trust them at all. They're legit, but they could literally go out of business. If you look at their assets, they are leveraged in the wrong places. They are screwed potentially. And if you'd like, it's up to 5.4% today. So Marcus Goldman accounts, booyah. Loving it. Got to update that. Fed Watch tool. Let's refresh it. Can it go any higher than 99%? 99%. It's a lock. It's a pause tomorrow. Remember we talked about the narrative that if oil comes down just a little bit, they're going to say, oh, look, the Feds are going to pause. They're not going to raise rates tomorrow. They were never going to raise rates. If this is over 66%, they're not raising rates. End of story. Bitcoin. Got to give it credit. Holding up. Can it get back into the 28,000 range? Personally, like gold, dead money. Oil. Man, look at that. Hit our fib. Some of you guys said wait till then to short it. I did not short oil, but damn, if you guys didn't use my own analysis and say, wait for that 50% fib. Close enough for government work. Could retest it. But again, we talked about, right? Like, don't short oil service. Oil will top last. So far, so good. Natural gas. Oh my God. Could it go anywhere less? The dollar. Up 9 straight weeks. Ooh. Going for 10? It's hard to say. Who knows? Who really knows? TLT. And what is that? Chop. I mean, was I talking in the recording earlier? Like, if you like it down here, it makes sense. Just define your risk. Don't marry bonds. Don't marry them. Hold. And if it folds, define your risk. You gone. VIX. Expecting some poppage. We got a little bit today. I mean, I think we could still get to the 100-day, maybe 15, 16. I mean, you might want to sell some, if you got leverage ETFs, you might want to sell some calls on a pop. The Thursday post FOMC is usually the day that matters. Personally, I've got long-term. I've I've got long-term holdings of leveraged ETF, bear ETFs. I'd like to sell calls on a decent pop in the VIX on those ETFs, like calls on those ETFs. But if it's not going anywhere, I just gonna let it do its thing. I mean, I think the VIX is gonna wake up in time. Wakey, eggs and bakey, Vixen, Vivix. I mean, it's just chopping, holding around. It's really not. I mean, this is what we expect. This is why you pay to be. I guess you don't pay. This is why you hang out with me. We know what we're talking about. We're talking about the chop. Here you go, another Doge City. Interesting level. Hit right onto a T. You're welcome. Q. Chopping. Trend line. Again, under the 20-day. You know it's going to come back at some point. This is the game. And if it's not, that's the outlier. When I say you know, well, you mean more than likely you know. This is interesting. This just caught my eye. IWM looks like absolute trash. Right? Trash shitty. All right, well. I think that small cap to large cap ratio, like underperformance, is at like a 22-year underperformance. We'll see. I mean, small caps lead. Just a matter of when. Dia high, dia ho. I mean, this stuff just looks chop bound. Gold, it rallied into the FOMC meeting, chopping around. Your guess is as good as mine. I mean, dollar's up 9 straight weeks. I mean, this stuff is due to bounce, but I don't trust it. I like it later in the year. Silver held the range of lows. Not a lot to say here. GDX, I mean, this stuff just, I mean, again, the reason why people don't realize why I talk about this stuff is because I've been trading gold in the miners. And no, gold is not going to 1,200 before a massive bull market. That's the stupidest thing you've said today. But you'll probably impress me later with something else. GDXJ, again, it's all going to chop around. I just don't have like this huge affection to like really wanting to do anything at this point in this whole sector. It's just, you're playing with, again, the best time to buy this stuff will be the Fed pivots. It can get crushed when the market gets crushed. If you want to play the volatility and then short it, buying the dust, I get it, but you got to get certain things. AG, I mean, I'd love to see this in a $3 range. AEM. What is this? Gold going to 1,200. Come on, man. Okay. Yeah, again, we'll buy Walgreens next. I don't know. I don't know these comments, where they come from. I swear, as like somebody reading the news and trying to parrot it back. It's like, do we have like a it's like the Matrix dropping in somebody that's trying to like market maker nonsense. AEM going nowhere. Yep, going nowhere. It's like parroting like what the market makers wants here. Please don't. We trying to do what they're doing, not what they want us not to do, or what get people to make mistakes. Newmont, we talked about it. It was looking good, like a rally. Said the 50-day range lows. You're gonna probably get that. PAAS. Yeah, chopping around, not too much. Let's get into tech. That's where all the money is at. That's where the money at. Taiwan Semi. Now, compressing here, making new lows. Could it fill the gap and then rally back? This one's ugly. Micron, again, love the short up here. Just give it, define your risk, give it time. AMD, chopping around, going nowhere. I mean, all these names that are near the lows probably could rally. It's kind of like NVIDIA, same thing, like probably could pop up. We said maybe like 445 or 455, 450, this 50-day. Again, I'm going to talk about levels of things that I think would be worth shorting if they got to. That's obviously one of them. Oops, excuse me. Intel, man, they had their Intel day today. Somebody yesterday was trying to troll me like, oh, buy it at 25. It's, what about the people who bought it at 25? I'm like, well, if you shorted it at 40 or you sold deep in the money covered calls on this stock, you're good. But if you're just going to hold it and ride it back down to whatever's going to happen, good luck. What an ugly candle for Intel. SMH. 100-day. I mean, not surprised. I mean, could it go back down to 144? Great. But if it pops back up into the 150, 151 plus, I think you can short it. And again, when I say all this, don't go out there and do it without risk management. I'm just saying this makes sense. Adobe, 20-day, not surprised, rallying back. Apple, I have a target on this one, like 180, 181, somewhere. I mean, everyone's like, oh, the 20-day. I mean, if we're going to get the 20-day, we're probably going to get a little higher. Amazon, yes, absolutely. You shorted this and then you took profits today. Yes, Love it. Easy. 10 points. 10 points. If you had options, you probably doubled them, maybe tripled them if you had short-dated ones. Hot five. Now you take the profits, let the pressure build right back. I've got this like one. I mean, could we fill the gap here? I could see that. I've got 140, an alarm set. Could I get 141? Sure, whatever. Don't bring a ruler. Don't bring a ruler to trading. CRM, would love to see it up in the 220s. It's kind of chopping around. Guggenheim, no love. Man, I just got an email from Schwab. I guess they don't like me talking about them. Chopping around up here. Looks like it's just kind of doing its thing. Meta. I don't know about Meta. I really don't. I'm kind of moving. Like, if I don't have an opinion, I'm not going to say anything. It just seems like it's stuck. Microsoft hit its trend line. One of the trend lines. I mean, you'd want to see it bounce. That's all I'd look for. NDAQ. Breaking trend, chopping around. I mean, this is what you get sometimes when the volatility, like you just hug these trend lines and it just blows people out of their mind. MicroStrategy. I mean, man, you would think this would be popping with Bitcoin's not Netflix and not chill. We talked about yesterday how it's compressing. It's probably due to bounce. I mean, if you want to play it up, I mean, it's highly likely that it's going to probably pop at some point. It's gotten absolutely throttled. Roblox. We talked about this popping and then flopping again. Here it goes. See, someone hit me up when it's 21, when it can officially buy alcohol. Tesla, put this one on your radar. 272 area plus. I think that makes sense. Back to this trend line, maybe like into this gap. But again, all these, let them breathe, let them come in. Materials, X. I mean, this is the buyout target. They actually guided up today, which, again, they must be doing something good. I don't know. I mean, did they bring back what was the founder's name? Oh, man, 1800s. So all of a sudden, it's not trouble. Schwab was one of the people who was involved in this. But, yeah. What is his name? Why can't you remember? Oh, well. Nucor. Holding up. Talked about 200-day. This kind of looks like it has a little bounce in it, right? I mean, I don't know if I'd short these steel names, but like Caterpillar, yeah, every time it hits the blue zone, short, 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 M chop top. Seems likely. Waiting for like, again, 283 plus. It might try to like do a little, like it could be like as quick as like on the 10-minute, look at this. It could be something like this in the morning where it just goes, and then it goes right back. And then doom. That's what you should be looking for. Yeah, Carnegie. Yep, thank you. Thank you. VALE. Let's talk about US Steel. Interesting action. Big volume today. Wow. Interesting. Yeah, I have to come back and see this one. That one, again, that kind of tickles my fancy seeing that. Arrow, probably 200-day coming at some point. Not going anywhere. CCJ, what did we say? We said this candle was not very pretty. And then look what happened today. She, are you surprised? No. You can spot the tops. It's just sometimes it doesn't happen that day. Yeah, we love ag names, just chopping around. Let them calm down. I'm impressed. More Mosaic is like back testing the trend line. They all kind of look like this. Like they've been sloppy, chopping around. Not a whole lot to say. Again, these recaps, sometimes there's not a lot to say. I mean, you're kind of stuck here until tomorrow, and then you got to do what you can with the action. AA Aeron. I mean, I love this stuff long term, but man, I just need to see I need to see it get blown out. XLFer. Put this on your watch list. I mean, if you get anywhere near 35, I think you can short these. JP Morgan. Again, with stops. I mean, if you can, let me write that exact. If you get JP Morgan at the 50-day, holler at your boy. 151. I'm just writing all these down. Because if I get there, I got to set the alarm. Boom. Short that. Morgan Stanley. Where are you at, my friend? What level do we want? Really want the 90 level, but I don't know if we'll fill the gap. I mean, I guess just put 90 plus. That's probably the safest number. Goldman Sachs. Yep. At the Trant. Man, this one's just really chopping around. I'd really like to see that 347. Is it 34? Yeah, 347. I'd watch that. KRE, I mean, today was just, I mean, it looked like crap earlier. I mean, it still kind of looks like crap, but a doji today, I mean, again, all these names are due to bounce. They're going to try to rally the market. They're going to try to talk their book. It's like earnings. Like, what CEO? Like, do you think Powell wants to come out and say, we have nothing under control and we're a bunch of clowns? No, they're not going to say that. XBI gets back to range low, is probably going to bounce. Tan solar stuff. I mean, it's new lows. ENPH, I know people were excited. The CEO bought some shares. Remember when he sold them up here? We told you guys that was a problem. Remember that? Now he's buying some down here. Again, is he trying to like stave off like absolute? I mean, he probably made hundreds of millions of dollars. And so he's like, all right, well, what if I buy $1 million worth of shares? It'll get people excited. We'll see. I've seen CEOs try to stop the bloodletting by doing that. But solar's got some issues. Sedgerton, good God. I mean, it just because it could get any worse than that. Wow. First Solar bottomed at $1,166.66. I don't know what's up with these freaking devil worshiping 666 motherfuckers. Saturn 6 worshipers. Again, it's just a number. People laughing when I say this. I'm like, man, I know a lot about all this stuff. It's interesting when you're in finance. There's a lot of people who are silly folks. Yeah, holding. Like literally, the low of the day was 66666. Interesting. Anyway, HYG, we talked about this. Like all of a sudden, ratings drop. Power lost. HYG. Yeah. I mean, it looks stuck. Just watch on it. Moderna, we talked about that, throwing that in the loop. Nice little bear trap here, potential. Like, again, think of this as like if this is a weekly chart. Or a monthly chart. Like, this is a bear trap below, potentially to rally, squeeze up, knock some shorts out, and then maybe it goes lower. I don't know. But either way, we'll define a risk in, out. Bada boom, bada bing. USO. I'm looking for the miners to drop. I'm looking for the miners to always to be dropping. We told you. High volume at the highs. Oil peaking alert. UNG chopping. You can't even see it. XOP, if you shorted this in the 154, hopefully you took a little bit of profit today because again, we could rally back. I mean, I've got a 150 handle to reload. I mean, anywhere 150, 151. Where did I get it? Yeah, 150 plus. Ding about. Makes sense to me. ExxonMobil, set the alarm. 118, 119, ding, 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 ding. Do it. I mean, again, I think you can short these things with defined risk. Do not sit here and go, oh, you were wrong, and you go crazy. No, it's the easy trade. Define your risk. MPC, the J Solstice special, my man, Sabi. Yeah, open high, kapow. Man, the volume the other day, it was very ominous. Any rally. I mean, I don't know exact price, but any rally makes sense. Occidental, the Buffett King selling calls, chop, chop, chop. PXD, of course, it's not going anywhere, but heading lower in time. But that's so far so good, holding 232 in my opinion. EQT, we talked about this one. Adios. I mean, any rally probably going to get sold. Flex LNG. All right. Yeah, chop. I mean, I think we'll be a natural gas exporter. If you have any questions, please reach out. Link to the Discord room description below. Folks, also too, let me do a real quick on real estate. If you're looking to buy real estate, investment deals, whatever, be prepared. There could be a huge drop in interest rates as the feds do what? Raise rates to crash the market. And the rates start going lower as they proceed to talk because they know they will pause and lower later. The bond market will be in the future. If you were prepared mentally with the cash, you put it away. Talk to your loan officer. You have a great agent. If you don't have an agent, let me help you out. Find one. You can have I can get a referral, and you'll have 2 agents for the price of 1. Point being, long story short, that's when you're going to find the deals. And especially if it happens during the winter, and there's people who are selling who are like, I have to sell, and there's no one else to buy, and it's only you, an investor, and you're just sitting there like a trade coming to you. Same thing with investing in real estate. Again, think of a real estate as another little 401k. You're going to get paid over time and inflation. It's a good hedge. Oh my God. You got to have something in your portfolio. You can't just be all stocks all the time. And then maybe you pass along to your kids. Maybe the cash flow is to pay for your retirement. All right, hit me up. Use the Calendly link, 30 minutes. Again, someone used it today. I'm here. Again, I don't sit around here and watch the paint dry. All right, let's keep this going in the live chat. Talk to y'all later. Hey, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, stop by the Discord room. A link is in the description below. Also, if you'd like to help support more free content, the PayPal link is in the description as well. I appreciate your continued support of the channel.